The built-in satin stitches on this machine are in row 1, stitch number 34, 35, and 36. They kind of look like little bars up here at the top. So we'll touch our stitch menu and we'll type in 35. I'm going to do the medium size first, 3-5, and okay. First thing to notice that it recommends a different foot B. Now here's the difference between the foot A and foot B. The foot A is in my right hand, and you're going to notice that the little cutout behind where the needle goes in and out is actually quite shallow, but the one on foot B is actually cut out all the way. So that's going to make it so as decorative stitches slide out the back of your foot, they aren't going to get hung up. So I highly recommend that if it does tell you to put foot A or B on, that you are reaching for the right foot. So B foot is going to go on our machine. You'll also notice that the tension has reduced greatly, and that's because a prettier satin stitch has those top threads pulled to the back side, and since this machine has the automatic tension where it changes from stitch to stitch, it gets you into the right ballpark. Now, depending if you're using some decorative threads, some heavier threads that are different in your bobbin, you still might want to adjust that based on your look that you're getting on your fabric. So just to start off, we'll go ahead and stitch the satin stitch. And one thing nice I like about this stitch is that it stitches across and then down, across and down. So it's not just a zigzag where you zig and then you jump down each time. It actually has a really pretty finish. Now, depending on your thread thickness that you're doing, you may want to reduce the stitch length down a little bit. Now this might make it too thick. As long as the stitch is still moving the fabric through the machine, you shouldn't have to force it at all. Ooh, this one I really like. And you can adjust the width. Up here, because it has 3 different sizes, you can easily go to a small size, a medium size, or a wide size. But you do have all the settings in between. And we can change that while we're sewing. You can see that it highlights. So it's changing it, and of course our widest setting on this machine is 7 millimeters wide. So I'll stitch a little bit here, I'll stop. If I want to fix it so it locks at the end, gets those locking stitches, and then the cut will work there. And take a look at how pretty that satin stitch is. This is where it started. It got us close, but being that this thread had that opportunity to get a little thinner, when we shortened the stitch length just by 1 touch, not a lot, but then we started making it wider and wider. So you can really dial that in to the prettiest size that you need for your applique projects.